Hey everyone, Leon's here and now welcome back to the channel Leon Inside. Today's topic might be something that everyone know very well. Social media. It's everywhere we look these days, from our phone to laptops. But have you ever wondered what actually happening in your brain when you are scrolling through endless feeds and liking pictures? Social media's impact on our life is pretty complex. It can be a lot of fun for make us connect each other, but there can also be downsides. Today we are going to take a scientific look at the both side of the coin. Are you ready to explore the science behind why social media make you feel so good and know how to use it in healthy way? Let's dive in. The social behind like why social media feels good. Our brains are pretty amazing control center, right? They are constantly sending messages and chemicals around to keep everything running smoothly. Today we are going to focus on special part of brain called the reward system. Imagine the reward system like a happy dance party in your head. When you do something enjoyable, like eating your favorite food or spending time with friends, your brain will release the special chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is kind of like a message that tells your brain, hey, that feels good, do more for that. Now science tells us that social media can actually trigger this happy dance party in your brain too. When you get a like on post or positive comment, it activates your reward system and releases dopamine. This dopamine rush makes you feel good and motivate you to keep using social media, hoping for more of that positive interaction. Studies have shown that these can actually be a good thing. Feeling connection to others to getting positive feedback online can increase feeling of belonging and happiness. It's like getting visual high five with your friend. The power of connection, how social media builds community. We all know the feeling of being a part of something that bigger than ourselves, right? Maybe it's a sport team, a book club, or a group of friends who share your love of cat videos. Well, social media can actually help us build those connections online too. Think of social media platform as giant digital network for connecting people from all over the world who share similar interests. Research suggests that have strong social network online and offline can be a big boost for our mental health and even how well of our brain function. How does it work? When you find online communities that share your passions, like video games or historical reenactment, it creates a sense of belonging and support. You can connect with people who get it, like who share your excitement about that rare historical sword you just found online. This can be especially helpful for people who might feel isolated geographically, like living in the small town, or socially, like having trouble making friends at school. Social media allow them to connect with others who share their interests, no matter the distance. Plus, this online community can be amazing for learning and collaboration. Imagine having access to the global network of experts to particular topic, or just a few clicks away. You can share ideas, ask questions, and learn from each other in ways that wouldn't be possible without this technology. The downside of the like when social media makes us feeling bad. We are talking about how social media can be fun way to connect and get that happy brain chemical dopamine flowing. But like the most thing in life, they can be downside. Remember that dopamine rush you get from likes and comments, it can kind of turn into the loop. We crave that positive feeling, so we keep checking our social media, hoping for more. Problem is social media feed are often like highlight reels. People tend to post the best moment of their life, amazing vacations, the delicious food, the perfectly posed selfies. The studies show that constantly comparing ourselves with these seemingly perfect online lives can lead to feeling of inadequacy and low self-esteem. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking everyone else's life is better than yours, which can be especially taught for teenagers whose brains are still developing. On the top of that, research suggests that excessive social media use might be linked to symptoms of anxiety and depression. Spending too much time scrolling through the feed can leave us feeling overwhelmed and disconnect from the real world around us. The filter bubble, when social media limits what we see. So far we have explored the good and not so good side of social media that impact our brains. But there's another layer to consider: how social media algorithms work. Imagine you are walking into the giant library filled with information on every topic imaginable. Social media algorithms are like superpower librarians who try to show you the book they think you like best. They do this by collecting data on your past interaction, like what you like and share. Based on this data, this algorithm personalize your feed. This can be helpful. You see more content you enjoy, but this a catch. This personalized feed can be create what's called a filter bubble. It's like the algorithm builds walls around you, only showing you information that confirms your existing belief. This can be a problem because they are limit your exposure in the different viewpoints. Imagine only ever reading books by authors who agree with you on everything. You wouldn't get a well-rounded picture of the world, right? The same goes of social media. Filter bubbles can contribute to the social polarization, where people become increasingly divided in their opinions. To make matters worse, algorithms can sometimes amplify the negative contents. You might see more argument, negativity, and drama because it tends to get more engagement. This constant exposure to negativity can further impact your mental health. Taking control. Your guide to healthy social media habit. Alright, we have seen that the social media can be the double-edged sword, right? It can be a great way to connect and get that feel-good dopamine flowing, but there can also be downside like filter bubble and negative comparison. The good news is there are ways to leverage the benefit of social media while minimizing the pitfalls. Here are some science-backed tips to help you navigate the online world like pro. Tip 1. Being the boss of your times. Studies have shown that the limiting social media use to around 30 minutes a day can actually improve your overall well-being. Think about it. That's just 2 episodes of your favorite show instead of mindlessly scoring. Set the timer and stick into it. You might be surprised at how much more productive and present you feel. Second, curate your happy place. Social media feeds are like your personal news channels. You get to choose what content show up. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself or bring negativity into your life. Instead, follow people who inspire you, make you laugh, or teach you new things. Curate a feed that sparks joy and leaves you feeling good. Tip 3. Don't forget the real world. Social media can be a lot of fun, but it's important to remember that real-life connections are irreplaceable. Make time for face-to-face interaction with friends and family. Go for a walk in nature, join a club, or volunteer in your community. Real-life connections are essential for our mental and emotional health. Tip number 4. Share wisely. Think before you hit post. Oversharing personal information online can have a negative impact on your privacy and safety. Remember, once something is online, is pretty much out there forever. Be mindful of what you share and who you share with. Tip number 5. Be a media detective. Not everything you seeing online is true. Develop your critical thinking skill. Don't just take things at face value. Fact check information before you share it. There are lots of great online resources to help you identify reliable sources. By following these all tips, you can take control your social media experience and ensure its positive force in your life. Alright everyone, that's a wrap on our explanation about the double-edged sword of the social media. We have seen how it can trigger feel-good brain chemicals and connect us with like-minded people, but also how it can lead to negative comparisons and filter bubbles. A key takeaway here is the social media is very powerful tool. By understanding the science behind its effects, we can become the empowered users. And here is the recipe for healthy social media experience. Remember, 1 is be mindful. Pay attention to how much time you spend online and how it makes you feel. 2nd, curate your world. Follow the accounts that inspire you and dig accounts that make you feel down. 3rd, focus on the real world. Social media is great, but real-time connections are irreplaceable. Make time for face-to-face interactions. Share wisely. Think before you post and be mindful of your privacy. 5. Be a media detective. Don't believe everything you see online. Fact check information before you share. By follow this tip, you can transform social media from time suck to a positive and enriching experience. Remember, you control your social media experience. Make it a space that uplifts you and help you to connect with the real world in the meaningful ways. And now I would love to hear it from you. What question do you have about the science behind the social media? What are your best tips for staying safe online? Leave a comment below and let's make the conversation going. This clip coming because Leon always love you and hope you love yourself too. Thank you for watching this episode of Leon in Science. If you are enjoying to learning everything about our daily life with science, don't forget to click like and subscribe for more science adventures. See you again in the next episode. Bye bye.